morning at this point. So before we begin, I just want to call your attention to a few things. On your table is a handout. You could, if you get a chance, please take a look at that handout. Does everyone have a seat? Okay, so we have seats for everybody. That's great. All right, so the handout is a project called Wish Upon a Star. Wish Upon a Star is a county-wide school-based service project supporting children in foster care, created by high school students at a high school summit this winter. Union Catholic is holding a donation drive to support that project. Items being collected are on the handouts on your table. Further information can be found on the printout on the table and the Instagram page, UC Wish. So when you get a chance, please take a look at that. Across the room from me, we have the alumni director, Nancy Folks, who has our UC magnets. I need to tell you that on Tuesday, this past week, April 1st, we sent 65 students, 2 buses, and 6 adults, and you made that happen. Those buses were provided through the sale of those magnets and a major donor. So we are very grateful to have been able to send 65 students to the Vietnam Memorial this past Tuesday. And I can also tell you that it was a huge success. Our students were amazing, received a ton of compliments from the people at the Vietnam Memorial, and the director who set this all up was Rebecca Rotundo, who says, you would think I prepped them with questions. We had to tear them away. The kids were asking many, many questions. They were deeply in conversation with the docents at the Vietnam Memorial, and she couldn't have been prouder of our kids. And I know we sell those magnets every time at the honors breakfast, and I just really wanted you to understand the fruits of your magnet purchases. Thank you so much. This week is the opening of the spring sports season. If you're a sports parent or you're an athlete in the room, you know that to be true. Lots of things are going on, lots of equipment. I'm amazed at the amount of equipment that happens in the springtime between baseball, softball, lacrosse. It's crazy. Those kids carry a lot of equipment. Volleyball, not so much, but if you're playing baseball or softball, that's big. Also huge this week is our
trees are developing buds and birds are chirping again. It's April and we're at marking period 4 and our 3rd and final honorable breakfast of the year. What's the common thread between these 2 thoughts? Well, it's growth, of course. The flowers are blooming because they've been planted in the right soil, where they've been fed, watered, and cared for. As students, you are blooming academically because you are in the right spot at UC, where you are nurtured and cared for by your teachers and counselors, just as you are by your family at home. It is a lot of work to grow and cultivate prize-winning flowers. And as students, you know it's a lot of work to achieve and maintain honorable status. Congratulations on your achievement of honorable. The word growth inherently means change. We can't remain in one season or one cycle indefinitely. We need to develop and improve. We should be reaching, challenging, and stretching. We should be developing our growth mindset. A mindset where we cultivate our special talents, where we stretch a little further than we thought we could, and where a love of learning becomes part of our daily thought process. Students, you are all achievers. You're already growing and building your growth mindset, which will continue to lead you to success, not just at UC, but well beyond your high school years. Working, stretching, and achieving. And this is especially true for our seniors. College. Remember, if it is stretching you, it's probably growing you. Keep stretching and striving. Congratulations to you all.
Thank you, Dr. Kostecki. All right, this morning we're going to begin with the freshmen. So freshmen, in case you haven't been here before, when your name is called, you're going to stand and remain standing until that entire honor roll has been read. And then